Say hello to the first PlayStation game ever made. This is Ridge Racer. Just Ridge Racer. This is the first PS game ever to come into existence. We're not talking about any sort of weird pre-94 demo discs that you might have found. We're not talking about any sort of samplers or those ones that are for employees only, that you see these relics that are like, oh, this is the preview disc for whatever. No, this is a retail, commercially available product, and this is SLPS 0001, which, as you guys may know, is the MPN, the manufacturer part number for all PlayStation games. All Japanese games have an MPN, every single one of them. They might have multiple MPNs depending on the collaboration, if it's part of a collector box, etc. But this is the first PlayStation game ever. This was released in 1994. 1994 in Japan. Do you have any idea what that is? 1994 is when Mega Man 6 was released on NES. And NES being a console that was released in 1983. This was released the same year that NES was still releasing games. That's pretty crazy, honestly. So we're going to look a little bit deeper into the game box and everything this has to offer, and jewel case, whatever, on the first PlayStation game ever made. Yes, consoles and games in Japan, they always, for some reason, sneak in. Like, for example, 95 was the North American release of PS, but in Japan it was 94. So they always, December, of course, but they always try to, sneak in there at the last second. This is it. This is it right here. SLPS 0001. It's not a very expensive game. And it's not Namco, it's Namcot. Namcoto. So they have the different one. Tekken 1 used Namcot, and Tekken 2 and 3 used Namco. But this is the first game ever. And you might think, oh man, this is a relic, you should get it graded. Nah, it's not very expensive. It's not a very expensive game. I think I bought this for like $6. C80, that'd be like $390 US or something. It's about 600 yen. It's not a very expensive game. It's just really cool to have as a piece of history, an attainable piece of history, underrated piece of history. This was the first game. This was the first game on PS. Again, this is going to be wildly different if you say, well, I live in Poland and the first game... Well, sure, cool, but this is objectively the first game released by the source material of NTSC-J, which is Japan, and this was it. This was for Japan only. This is Ridge Racer, and again, this came out the same time that they were still releasing Nintendo games, not even SNES games, Nintendo games. So you see you have some course information here, and you have how to, oh, they even have that controller, that one, the one that twists. That's funny. And of course they didn't have DualShock or the analog sticks of any kind yet because, well, they didn't have those yet. They just had the D-pad. So there it is. That's it. It's a couple pages, straight to the point. It's a shiny disc, so it's a shiny on the front. A lot of them are usually matte, and the back, of course, is black. And we got really lucky because there's no scratches on this one or anything like that. And again, if you guys are just joining us, a lot of people ask, how do you remove the content? Because they want to do case swapping. You don't want to pull this straight out because it's got these little tabs here that stop it. So you want to use two fingers on one side and this finger and bow it a little bit so you can take that out. And that's how that gets out. And then on the side here, what you would do is just almost like you're peeling a sticker. You would go 1 and you would go 2, and that's it. This comes out, and now your art can be removed. Be careful with the art. You can always change the case. You can't change the art. If you have Pepsi Man, which is a $300 game, and you screw up your art, you're screwed. Can't get another piece of art. These cases are worthless. They're a dime a dozen. They're literally, you get 30 of them for like $7. So this is Ridge Racer. This is the first game to ever come out on PlayStation. PlayStation proper, not any sort of loopholes, no technicalities. This is the first actual release, SLPS 0001. This is it. This is really cool. I love having stuff like this. I think it's really interesting. And see you guys on the next one.